It's been a year since Chef Gordon Ramsay crisscrossed the country, trying to save restaurants in crisis.
I'm gonna hang myself.
It's like eating a wet diaper.
That's you know it.
They all needed help, but fought Gordon every step of the way.
I wouldn't talk to my dog the way you talk to me. Go yourself. It was a bad day, pal.
The great Gordon Ramsay is wrong.
Now, 1 year later, Chef Ramsay's back, asking the tough questions we all want the answers to.
How's business?
What in the hell are you doing here?
Who's in the kitchen?
Get ready for a night of surprises as Gordon finds out what happened to the restaurants he tried to save. There was the Handlebar in Long Island.
I will not open the door tomorrow, and you can all go yourselves, and I don't care if it's all for nothing.
Billy, the owner, couldn't take Gordon's heat and quit.
Billy!
Casa Roma in the California desert.
Why are you walking away, Eric?
So I don't rip your head off?
An out-of-control staff and owners who were afraid to take control.
What are you scared of?
And what about the Black Pearl in New York City?
How have I been lying to you, Gordy? How? Tell me.
Gordy?
Yeah, how? You want to disrespect me? I can disrespect you, too.
Dave, the arrogant owner, rubbing his staff, and Gordon the wrong way.
I've never met an individual that's so full of in all my life.
Tonight, we'll see it all. Who's living the dream, and who turned their kitchen back into a nightmare.
What a disaster.
Last year, Gordon tried to turn around restaurants across the country. In a moment, you'll see how they're doing today. But first, a look back at what the Handlebar was like last year.
Hello, Handlebar. How can I help you?
This upscale community is located on Long Island. And when Chef Ramsay showed up last year, he soon found out he was in for one of the biggest challenges of his career. Before buying the Handlebar with his wife, Carolyn, Bill Leroy was a construction worker.
Oh, boy.
His only restaurant experience, eating out.
They look disgusting. I don't know why anybody orders them.
As for a chef, well, she hated her job.
I'm not a chef. I don't claim to be a chef. I don't want to be a chef. I'm not very creative.
And the people hated her cooking.
The food is crap.
I think hiring me wasn't necessarily the best idea.
And to make matters worse, Billy was in denial about everything.
I never really had complaints about the food.
So not surprisingly, Billy and Carolyn were going broke.
We took out an equity line of credit that's almost maxed out and drained our savings account.
God help us.
If the Handlebar fails, we'd risk losing our house.
When Chef Ramsay arrived, he quickly found out that the Handlebar cuisine was the restaurant's biggest problem.
Seafood crepe. Yeah, that's seafood crap.
This is the worst of it, I'm sure.
Comes out looking like dog food. That was rancid, pointless, tasteless, a complete, utter joke.
Oh my God, what a disaster.
After an unbelievably bad lunch, Chef Ramsay was in for another shock.
Have you lost your passion?
I never had a passion to begin with. I don't want to be a chef.
I didn't think our situation was as bad as I'm finding out minute by minute.
That night, Gordon observed dinner service.
I don't need this. I'm out of my mind.
And although there was complaint after complaint,
I don't like it at all. This is uneatable. It's not real crap.
the only person who seemed not to notice was Billy.
Billy, customers are complaining about the food. You can't walk around oblivious to the fact that you think this is good.
Yeah, but it's not bad in everybody's opinion. Whatever.
The next morning, Chef Ramsay got up early to conduct an inspection of the walk-in, and what he found was a disgusting disgrace.
The reminiscence of Exxon Valdez. Oh my God almighty. That there was a clam. What a mess. When was the last time this fridge was cleaned?
A week ago.
Oh, no, it hasn't. I'm sorry, 21 years in the business, I'll bet every dollar I have, this place hasn't been cleaned in years. I'm disgusted. Put your hand down there. Everything's coming out, and this place is going to get cleaned.
Instead of taking responsibility, Billy went outside to pout. But Chef Ramsay was not about to let him off the hook.
I'm pissed off. And I'm upset on the kind of I've just discovered in there.
Time to drag me through the mud some more. It is what it is.
You don't seem 1 ounce bothered about it, Billy. You can't just stick your head back in the sand and ignore it, Billy.
Sure you can.
You're a weak man, Billy.
I really
I'm glad you
had
have.
enough. Finished.
Can you at least talk to me?
Nope.
Billy, can you talk to me, please?
Nope. Have nothing to say.
Billy.
I wouldn't talk to my dog the way you talk to me. Go yourself. That's right.
You don't have to act like a baby.
He's telling you the truth, though, Billy.
Great, there's ways to go about it. 46 years old, never been talked to like that by anybody, and you know what? The only thing that's keeping me from hitting him with a baseball bat is that I'd go to jail for it. I'm done.
You're not the man everyone here thought you were, Billy.
Absolutely not. So help me God, I will not open the door tomorrow, and you can all go yourselves, and I don't care if it's all for nothing.
What a weak man.
Billy walked,
Billy!
leaving his wife Carolyn holding the bag.
Let me help you.
I want you to help me, but I don't know what to do. I have a job that I have to work so I can pay my mortgage.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know what to do.
For that night's dinner service, Chef Ramsay put some changes into effect. First, he created a new house specialty.
Melissa, let's do a special tonight. Some fried clams with a homemade tartar sauce. Ipswich clams.
Then, he introduced a new signature touch for the handlebar.
The minute the customer arrives at the table, they sit down, and we need to give them fresh, hand-cut, homemade potato chips. A warm welcome.
No, those are good.
That night, there were 2 shocking sights in the restaurant. Happy customers
They said that's the best thing that they've ever had here, so it's going really good.
and the return of Billy.
Billy, please, I love you.
That's why I'm here.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
The man is one of the top chefs in the world, and maybe I should put aside the ill feelings and listen to what he has to say.
Seriously, I'm pleased you're back, yeah? You're the foundation of this place.
But soon after Billy's return, the kitchen began to fall apart.
Killing me. Killing me.
Whatever.
God help us.
And Chef Melissa fell far behind.
Melissa has to talk now. This is the most crucial stage of the service where she has to open up and talk.
And get help from the
And
other
get
two.
help. It's just delegate with so many tables on.
With Billy now accepting some of the problems of the restaurant, Chef Ramsay decided to put his plan into action.
Relaunch tomorrow night. We have to make it a success. Get some sleep, yes?
After Billy and his staff left, Gordon's crew worked overnight and completely remodeled the handlebar.
Ready? Let's have a look at the new handlebar. Let's go. Up. Here we go.
This place looks awesome.
No more globes. We are no longer stuck in the 80s. Look at it. Warm, bright, vibrant, happy.
Yes.
But Gordon's biggest change wasn't the remodel. He transformed the handlebar into Long Island's first gastropub.
A gastropub is warm, open all hours, come and relax and enjoy. Whether it's the steak, mussels, the salmon, the sausage, it's perfect for the neighborhood.
Good evening. Welcome. Thank you.
The town came out to support Handlebar for relaunch night. Local rock star Dee Snider from the band Twisted Sister made a loud entrance. But very early on in the dinner service,
You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna hang myself.
it appeared as though the big night was about to go up in flames. Chef Melissa was rushing and trying to do everything herself.
I think it's okay.
No way, Melon. Yeah?
I got you.
I'm not serving charcoal like that. No. Disgusting.
Food started coming back.
This isn't cooked. Look at the middle of that salmon. Gross.
That's when Chef Ramsay knew he had to step in and get Melissa back on track.
Melissa, use these 2 guys.
I'm trying.
I want to hear it. Open up, communicate, yeah?
I need 3 herb fries. We are doing real well. Let's keep it up.
And for the first time since Gordon arrived, Melissa was in complete control. And as for the customers, they loved the new menu.
Hey, great menu, right?
I'm surprised at myself now.
At the end of the evening, for the first time since Billy took over, the staff felt a sense of pride, hope, and success.
Well done. This place is going to be a success, I tell you. Congratulations on being Long Island's first gastropub.
It's been a year since Gordon first arrived at Handlebar, and now he's back.
This is the alleyway where Billy walked out last year. So, through these tough times, is Billy hanging in and his handlebar still here? Billy!
Up next, Gordon squares off with Billy again.
I still haven't met a man that was as stubborn as you.
Has Billy changed his ways?
He's still very stubborn.
Or is he driving the handlebar back into the ground? The Black Pearl was unforgettable. Gordon going face to face and insult to insult with America's most arrogant owner.
How have I been lying to you, Gordy? How? Tell me.
Gordy?
Yeah, how? You want to disrespect me? I can disrespect you, too.
Excuse me?
Now Gordon is back to check in on the Black Pearl.
Hello.
And can't believe what he finds. You won't either. When Kitchen Nightmares Revisited continues. For Chef Ramsay, the Handlebar in Long Island, New York was a disaster from the moment he walked in. An angry owner.
You can all go yourselves, and I don't care if it's all for nothing.
A lazy chef.
I think hiring me wasn't necessarily the best idea.
And awful food.
It comes out looking like dog food.
It took a great deal of effort, but Gordon managed to make an amazing transformation of the Handlebar in just a few days.
Congratulations on being Long Island's first gastropub.
Now, 1 year later, has Billy taken Gordon's advice, or has he reverted to his old stubborn ways?
First time I came here, it was like stepping back in time. Old-fashioned decor, old rotten food. Also, one of the most stubborn owners I've ever come across in my entire life. But we changed all that and created Long Island's first ever gastropub. I cannot wait to see how they're doing. Hello, Billy. Am I pleased to see you?
Very great to see you.
How are you, sir? Likewise. Good to see you. Got a big smile on your face. Good to see you.
How you doing? When Gordon walked through the door today, my heart stopped.
How are you both?
Good.
So nice to see you looking happy.
Yeah, no, things actually have been doing pretty well.
Good. How's he been?
Still very stubborn, but, you know, he's better than he was before.
On a scale to 1 to 10, his stubbornness, where are we?
10.
10. Oh, it's better than 11.
Yeah.
This time a year ago.
You think this is good?
Yeah, but it's not bad in everybody's opinion.
Who's in the kitchen?
Melissa.
Melissa.
Yeah.
That's great news. You know
Yeah.
that. I didn't think she'd be here, to be honest.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna hang myself.
How are you?
Hey, how are you today?
Nice to see you, my darling.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
It was surprisingly not horrible to see Gordon.
Last time I saw you, you told me you didn't care. You didn't give a fig. You didn't want to be a chef. I don't even want to cook anymore.
It's, you know, it's a whole new world. Showed me the light, Gordon.
I'm so happy, you know that?
Yes, sir.
Why is everybody looking so happy? What's the secret?
You gotta stay upbeat.
Listen to you, Mr. Motivator.
I'm a lot more confident now. I really tend to be more involved and want to see this succeed.
But there's one thing I want to see, yeah, before I taste the food.
Okay.
Is what? The walk-in, Billy.
Oh, okay.
Let's go in there.
Okay.
I ran in the other direction when Gordon wanted to go into the refrigerator because I know what happened back there last time.
Oh, my God almighty. That there was a clam. I'll bet every dollar I have, this place hasn't been cleaned in years. I'm disgusted. Oh, my God. It's immaculate.
Yep, and everything's fresh.
The difference is night and day.
Yep.
I cannot believe the difference.
I definitely wanted him to be impressed. So I'm glad he was really happy with everything.
It is that clean in there. I felt like eating my lunch off the floor. Are you happy with your gastropub?
Yes, we're very happy with the new direction that we were set in, and we're trying to stay on that track.
You were frustrated last time I saw you. Let me help you.
I I want you to help me, but I don't know what to do. I have a job that I have to work so I can pay my mortgage.
Sure. How have you been personally?
Well, I think this year has been better for me. Billy is handling the restaurant much more efficiently, and he feels better about it.
Good luck.
Hi, thank you.
It's moist and meaty.
Within a short time of arriving at Handlebar, it quickly became clear to Gordon that Billy was a changed man.
How you doing?
Doing. It's what an interesting ride.
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When you were here last time, things really took off.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the economy just wham.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a ride.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Last time I was here, you were stubborn as hell. I mean, like, really stubborn.
Finished.
Can you at least talk to me?
Nope.
Billy, can you talk to me, please?
Nope. I have nothing to say.
Billy.
I wouldn't talk to my dog the way you talk to me. Go yourself.
Yep. It's hard sometimes to hear the truth.
Yeah.
But you were right and I was wrong. I'm not too proud to admit it. I was an angry person back then. I mean, it all goes back to being able to take criticism. Some people can, some people can't.
I still haven't met, in nearly coming up to 100 kitchen nightmares, a man that was as stubborn as you. I've got to say that, you know that.
What made me change and click with that is that I should listen, because if I don't, I'm going to crash and burn. And there is going to be no restaurant. And I am going to be going to bankruptcy court. And I am going to be losing it all. Everything that I've worked my whole life for.
Chips are here.
Oh, yeah, still doing them. I can't really much say as the cooks like them, because they are very time-consuming.
They are time-consuming, but what about the customers, though?
Oh, they all love it. I've had people ask me if we could package them and sell them.
They're bloody delicious. Wow.
There you are.
Thank you, my darling.
You're quite welcome.
And
I hope you enjoy.
Oh, lovely. Now,
That's
what is
martini marinated filet.
My God. God, it's so tender.
A little bit different than the last time you had something to eat here. It really made me happy when he was happy with the food.
The best and the worst moment. Last time I was here.
The best moment was when I walked through the door and seen the new look of the restaurant. Oh, wow.
Happy?
Yes.
Good. And the worst moment?
The worst moment was getting all the phone calls. Billy left. Billy left.
Billy! Billy! The fact that you've turned it around. We left the prescription, you took the remedy, and it's worked. And this is very tough out there.
Oh, yeah.
The economy and the best restaurants across the globe are closing.
Yes, they are.
In their hundreds.
Yep.
So for this to turn the corner and survive, we can just tread water now.
Yes.
These next 6 months.
Yep.
Trust me, it will come back.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. I was very happy that he was proud of what we did.
Well done, guys. I'm so pleased,
Thank
honestly.
you.
And more importantly, stick to it.
Yes.
Continue evolving it.
Yep.
Continue being the backbone.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been at this point.
That is delicious.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Can I take it to go?
Absolutely.
Come here, you. Mwah. Well done, sir. Well done.
you.
Excellent.
In 20 years, this is the happiest I think Billy's been, because we are going in the right direction. I say thanks, Gordon. I think you really tried to do the best you could for us, and now it's up to us to keep it going.
Unbelievable. This time a year ago, Billy was about to throw the towel in, and I seriously wondered through these tough times if Handlebars was honestly going to make it. But the good news is, Handlebars is thriving, and so is Billy. And that says a lot.
Coming up, we go back to Casa Roma, where Nyla, the owner, was being bossed around by her own staff.
Take a deep breath.
Stop pushing me and just chill.
Especially her angry and incompetent chef.
Why are you walking away, Eric?
So I don't rip your head off?
Now, a year later, has Nyla finally taken control?
Please tell me you didn't bring Eric back.
Or is her kitchen nightmare spiraling out of control? Later, remember David from the Black Pearl?
You tell me about the passion with the Maine lobster. Are you aware that the lobsters in your fridge are Canadian?
Same waters, North Atlantic waters.
Holy...
You won't believe what happened to this annoying owner. When Kitchen Nightmares Revisited continues. About an hour's drive east of Los Angeles sits the sleepy high desert town of Lancaster. Before Chef Ramsay arrived, Casa Roma was known for two things: bad food and slow service.
Not one table's had their food yet.
Running the kitchen was a grumpy chef named Eric,
I just asked you if you wanted your drama. That's you know it.
who in between frequent smoke breaks
If somebody wants me, I'm out back.
created greasy delicacies like this. The restaurant was owned by a mother-son team.
Gotta get this place turned.
These two bosses took more orders from their head chef than they gave him.
Nyla, can I have an ice water, please? Way to go. She's standing right there.
Hey, you want to start on those peaches then?
Relax, take a chill.
Chef Ramsay had no idea that he was walking into one of the most poorly run restaurants in America.
Just out of interest, with no previous restaurant experience anywhere, why would you open a restaurant if you've never worked in one?
Because we're insane.
Chef Ramsay then decided to do something no one else in town was interested in doing anymore: having lunch at Casa Roma.
People say, well, he's a 5-star Michelin chef. Okay, so he's got 4 tires and a spare. Kiss my ass. That means nothing to me.
Is that popular?
No.
I'm not worried about him. Let's see what he's got. If he wants to bitch and moan, that's his drama.
It's actually dripping. Fat.
Ew.
Outraged, Chef Ramsay assembled a staff meeting, and it didn't take long for things to get ugly.
Lunch. Absolutely embarrassing. The fried sandwich. What planet are you on when you put that together?
It was a bad day, pal. Now you're
Bad
pushing
day?
it. Enough. I get it. We understand.
A bad day?
Yeah, it happens. You never had a bad day.
I do have bad days all the time.
Obviously, having one today. Just relax, take a chill pill, reload, and do it again.
There's nothing edible.
Move out of the way.
Why are you walking away, Eric?
So I don't rip your head off.
That night at dinner service, Nyla and Jeremy had zero control over their staff, especially their head chef.
Okay, guys, listen. Worst shrimp scampi they ever had, and they said no flavor at all.
You know, what can you do?
As dish after dish was sent back by angry customers,
It looks like it's frozen.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Eric seemed to care less and less.
When food comes back like that, the shrimps, you never taste it?
You know, what can you do?
Oh, dear.
After a couple of hours of complete chaos and barely any food going out, Chef Ramsay had seen enough.
We're spinning around and serving. Do me a favor, close the restaurant. I can't stand any longer and watch that embarrassment.
As of now, we're not going to be serving any more dinners tonight.
I need the door closed. Forget it.
All right, we're done for the night.
This is a joke, guys. Forget it. Good night.
Moments later, Gordon had a heart-to-heart with Nyla.
Why are you employing a chef that's that incompetent? Have you got any chance of surviving here? Get rid of him. What are you scared of? Talk to me. There's got to be something.
Where am I going to... I need to find another chef.
So, Drew, what's wrong with Drew?
Drew, I think, can carry it off.
So, get rid of him.
Nyla saw the light and summoned the courage to finally stand up for herself.
The whole thing is this isn't the first time you've let us down.
I don't know.
I just can't do it. I know, but I can't do it.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
We're going to part ways.
Okay, no problem.
Okay?
But Eric was not Casa Roma's only problem. The next morning, Chef Ramsay found another.
Whoa. No. Oh, God. Before I go any further, I want the place clean.
While the staff cleaned, Gordon's crew came in to give Casa Roma a complete makeover.
Come through. We got a nice new dry pizzeria. Carpets have gone. The booths have gone. Chairs relined. New colours. And the restaurant's been painted from top to bottom.
Then, Gordon unveiled Casa Roma's brand new menu.
This is doable. Uncomplicated.
nothing frozen, and freshly home-baked pizzas.
Wow.
When the doors to the restaurant opened for the relaunch, the people of Lancaster came in droves, willing to give the new Casa Roma another chance.
The wings.
Thank you.
But within minutes, it started to feel like the old Casa Roma.
Again?
Yeah, they're raw.
Look at me. They gotta go in the pan and in the oven. Not even hot in the center. What's going on? Not good enough.
Come on.
Relaunch night was starting to look more like closing night for Casa Roma. It soon became apparent that Drew wasn't quite ready to be a head chef.
Take a deep breath.
Stop pushing me and just chill. You're making me hurry up. I can't have anything to do with.
Go for it.
I need some form of quality control, guys, yeah? Most important thing here is standard. You slow down and pay attention to detail, yeah?
You gotta pull it together.
After Gordon's message of quality over speed sunk in, Drew finally pulled it together. And although the relaunch wasn't perfect, it was a success.
That was pretty good. It was so good. Yes, I know, and we're taking it home.
I pulled it off. Thank God for Ramsay.
Okay, good.
For the first time, owners Nyla and Jeremy and the staff of Casa Roma savored the sweet taste of success.
Trust me, if everyone does their bit, 3 months down the line, this place is going to be rocking.
Now it's time to see how they're doing today.
I'm back in Lancaster, California to visit Casa Roma. Now, everyone in the town knew about Casa Roma. That's right, they knew to stay the hell out of there. I'm dying to see if they've turned the corner.
Next, it's one of Chef Ramsay's most surprising revisits ever. Did Nyla take his advice too far?
I'm not going to put up any more bull.
And what mystery face from the past shocked Chef Ramsay?
Wait a second. I recognize this man.
Then, who can forget the Black Pearl? Chef Ramsay going up against the most arrogant restaurant owner.
Gordon, the truth is that I'm back there when it's busy every night that I work.
David pushed his staff and Gordon to the breaking point.
I've never met an individual that's so full of in all my life.
Now it's a year later, and you're about to find out if Dave and the Black Pearl are making it in Manhattan. When Kitchen Nightmares Revisited continues. Gordon Ramsay will never forget his time at Casa Roma. From the first meal...
It's actually dripping. Fat.
Ew.
...to the crazy chef.
It was a bad day, pal. Now you're pushing it. Enough. I get it. We understand.
And of course the owners, Nyla and Jeremy, who had no control over the restaurant.
What's that? Anything on that last order ready or close?
Relax. Take a chill.
Somehow, Gordon got through to the staff.
Thank God for Ramsay.
And made some dramatic changes to turn Casa Roma around. Now, a year later, it's time to see if this Lancaster pizzeria is still on the path to success.
Last time I was here, you had a mother and a son that were way in over their heads, a chef that was quite possibly the worst in America, and a kitchen that was so foul it made me vomit. However, we did make some changes, and I'm dying to find out what's going on. Here we go. Hello.
Well, hello.
How are you, my darling?
I think of Gordon as a mentor to me, and now I think of him as a friend.
How's business?
Business is good. We're
Really?
doing good. Yep.
Please tell me you didn't bring Eric back.
No, Eric.
When food comes back like that, the shrimps, you never taste it? Well, you know, what can you do? Drew.
He's no longer with us. Take a deep breath.
Stop pushing me and just chill.
Okay.
You're making me hurry up. I can't have anything to do with.
Go for it.
Relationship with Jeremy, how is it?
Jeremy's not with me anymore.
Really?
I love my son to death. You know, I love all my kids, but we just couldn't work together.
You've had a clear out. You've been spring cleaning.
Gordon influenced me a lot. I mean, the day he left here, he told me, you need to buy him out. And I think he's created a little bit of a monster.
Oh, God. Shall I?
Yeah.
Whoa. No. Oh, God. Bloody hell.
Everything's fresh.
My God. And look how organized it is.
I'm very proud of the place now. We have people who clean during the mornings. We have people who clean at night. We have everybody on board.
Look how spotless this place is as well.
How about that?
Huh?
Right? How you doing, sir?
Wait a second. I
I recognise this man.
How you doing?
And first name is?
Q.
From Sebastian's?
Yeah.
Possibly one of the most difficult, arrogant, jumped-up owners I've ever met in my entire life.
Some say that, yeah.
I'm just so disappointed.
You gonna calm
Okay?
down?
Stop pointing your finger at me. Are we gonna speak like men? You gonna speak to me like a man?
You didn't listen to what
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
What in the hell are you doing here?
Good question.
I had seen this show about Sebastian's, and I watched, and Q was really on track. He came in and talked to me. I recognized him, and so we hired him.
So what happened to Sebastian? I mean, I left.
One day, just out of nowhere, he kind of disappeared.
No.
Yeah. This experience, compared to my last experience with Gordon, was definitely more pleasant, I will say.
So how's business?
Business is good. Since I've gotten Q in here and we've changed everything out, we went from having 2 dinners a night to having 28 to 30.
Fantastic.
We're probably doing at least a third more per month now than we were a year ago.
You were a soft target last time I saw you. What have you done to make sure you draw that line in the sand?
Well, I made believers out of some of them that I got rid of. And even though they were good, they had just gotten too comfortable. I'm not going to put up any more bull. The biggest thing Gordon taught me was to have the bollocks to stand up and not let anybody push me around anymore. And I don't.
No steak, Diane.
Here he is. Thank you. Look at that. Oh, wow. Thank you. That was 7 minutes from the time I ordered. Last time I was here, it was 75 minutes in between courses.
Right before Gordon took that first bite of steak, I thought, uh-oh.
I love steak, Diane. You know that.
Everybody loves it. Isn't it good?
The meat's so tender. Wow, that's so delicious.
Once he took a bite and he liked it, I was very relaxed.
I want you to come with me. Yeah, I've got a little surprise.
Nyla, as part of the Antelope Valley Chamber of Commerce and the City of Lancaster, we would like to give you this certificate. You've been really good to the community, and we'd like to thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It was nice to have somebody pat you on the back and give you an attaboy.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Excellent. Well done. I'm so proud. So proud. Well done. Keep it up.
Thank you. I can't do it alone, and everybody helps. And I knew if I talked too long, I would be crying, because it's just nice. Thank you all for everything.
Well done. Excellent.
He put me through a boot camp for about a week. It was good for me.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you for everything.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye. What a relief. The difference is night and day. But honestly, the biggest change is in Nyla, because she clearly isn't scared of making decisions. And let's be honest, it's clearly working. Good on her.
Next, it's one of the most explosive Kitchen Nightmares episodes ever.
You seem a very relaxed man with your restaurant.
What do you want me to do? I disagree. It doesn't smell bad to me, the fish.
If you're not blind, you're clueless. You know that.
An owner terrifies his staff and shocks Gordon with his arrogance.
Holy.
But you won't believe what happens when Gordon returns for a revisit. That's next, when Kitchen Nightmares Revisited continues. Once upon a time, in the city of Manhattan, there was a place called the Black Pearl, a restaurant run by 3 different owners. Sleepy, a.k.a. Brian, was the one who never talked.
I just asked Brian, and he's like, yeah, well, you guys can figure it out. We always figure it out.
Dopey, or Greg, could never make a decision.
That's why I sometimes waffle and go back and forth.
And Grumpy was David, who was arrogant and defensive.
Gordon, the truth is that I'm back there when it's busy every night that I work.
It didn't take long for Chef Ramsay to realize this was no fairy tale.
This is not going to be a good thing.
My name's Steven, so if you need anything, just let me know.
Thank you. I like your enthusiasm, by the way.
Thank you.
While Gordon was pleased with the service, the food was just the opposite.
Horrible. It's like eating a wet diaper.
That night, during dinner service, the customers agreed with Chef Ramsay. The food was inedible.
I believe this may be raw. I need an order of fried shrimp. This one was undercooked.
I'll take this back.
Gordon quickly realized that one of Black Pearl's biggest problems was the quality of the food.
What do you smell, Phil? It smells old.
You seem a very relaxed man with your restaurant.
What do you want me to do? I disagree. It doesn't smell bad to me, the fish.
I've just given a piece to your chef.
Yeah.
The piece was stinking.
It wasn't stinking.
You're blind, my friend. If you're not blind, you're clueless, you know that.
But that was just the beginning. Gordon discovered that the restaurant's main lobster was a fraud.
They look Canadian lobsters to me.
Yeah, these are Canadian. Yeah.
They're not Maine lobsters. You tell me about the passion with the Maine lobster. Are you aware that the lobsters in your fridge are Canadian?
Same waters, North Atlantic waters. Tell me, is it a different animal?
Maine is a Canadian lobster for you.
Martis americanus, same animal, right?
They're not from Maine.
Well, it comes from the same vendor.
Holy...
The next day, a staff meeting quickly disintegrated into another battle between Gordon and David.
David, why haven't we got aprons?
They know where the aprons are, they just don't choose to wear them.
But why can't you say it's policy to be in an apron?
Kat, it's policy for you not to have a drink here after your shift, but you often do.
David, show the girl some respect, will you? In front of everybody, why can't you answer the question?
Thought I did answer the question.
Do you know what I've just discovered? You're so full of you'd make a great politician, you know that.
Confused by 3 different directions from 3 different owners, Gordon suggested a staff vote, and they elected Greg as the general manager.
I'd definitely like to give it a shot, for sure.
With the new leader in charge, Gordon went ahead with his plan to give the Black Pearl a complete facelift.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Everything is uniform.
Wow. Much better.
But Grumpy David was not impressed.
David, what do you think?
The column should be yellow.
In order to add some excitement in the dining room, Gordon shipped in an appropriate surprise.
Now, I promise you, you'll never find another machine anywhere like this in New York. And David, I promise you now, this is from Maine. And of course, if they catch it, they eat it.
Does it blow me away? No.
In spite of David's negativity, Chef Ramsay was working hard to turn the Black Pearl around.
Right, 2 chowders, yes. Manhattan clam chowder, New England clam chowder, yeah. The lobster roll, Black Pearl special. And it's going to be toasted on the inside as well, OK? So it doesn't go soggy. And then we go to the Boston cream pie and a waffle sundae.
But David, as expected, was still grumpy.
You taste the ceviche?
It's so good.
Oh, not very good. I don't like it.
Really?
I don't like that shrimp thing either.
On relaunch night,
Party of 5?
Party of 5.
with Greg running the show, David and Brian came to eat and mostly criticize.
The lanterns, those things are terrible, especially put candles.
The evening was a big success.
The lobster is really good. Nice and buttery.
Every table was happy. Well, except for one.
Service sucks here. Kitchen must be buried.
After dinner, while the staff celebrated,
High 5, guys.
Chef Ramsay met with the 3 owners one final time. And that's when the gloves came off.
My advice is for him to get his partners, get your money out, yeah, and disappear.
Yeah, all right, well, my advice would be for you to disappear, and the sooner the better.
I've never met an individual that's so full of in all my life.
How have I been lying to you, Gordy? How? Tell me.
Gordy?
Yeah, how? You want to disrespect me? I can disrespect you, too. But tell me how, tell me how I've
I'm
been
not
lying to you.
disrespecting you, I'm telling you the truth.
No, you disrespect me because you don't know the truth.
You're just massaging your ego.
You're wrong. The great Gordon Ramsay is wrong.
You don't get it, do you?
Gordon, of course I get it.
This restaurant has every chance of succeeding, but not while you are in it.
Why don't you come back in, and, you know, I'm sure you will, and see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm back in New York City to let you know what happened to my friends at the Black Pearl. You're not going to believe this.
Coming up, Chef Ramsay is ready for a rematch.
Wow.
Find out what David did to the Black Pearl when Kitchen Nightmares Revisited continues. In Manhattan, the Black Pearl was under a black cloud.
I'm about $4 short of payroll.
And the Prince of Darkness was an owner named David.
Does it blow me away? No.
Who never appreciated anything that Chef Ramsay had done to turn around his restaurant.
You're wrong.
It seemed all he wanted to do was fight.
The great Gordon Ramsay is wrong.
Dave must have been the most arrogant restaurant owner I've ever met in my entire life. And guess what? He is no longer a restaurant owner. As I predicted, the Black Pearl is closed. Kaput, finished. Damn. Hello,
Hello,
How are you?
Chef Ramsay.
Gordon, nice to see you.
Damon Dell, nice to meet you.
Damon and
Felisa.
Felisa. It's changed, that's for sure.
It certainly has.
Yeah, Black Bell disappeared.
Disappeared.
And the name is?
The Hog Pit, New York City.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Did you meet the owners?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Oh, sleepy, grumpy, dopey.
Say
Let's
anything
not
about
go
that. But they weren't really running their place properly.
More importantly, business is going good?
Business
Very good.
is going great.
Good. I'm so pleased it's doing well. Any chance of having a little taste?
Of course.
Yeah? I'm going to take a
Thank
seat
you.
and
Please
wait
do.
for my lunch. Last time I was at the Black Pearl, there's only one person in here that actually told me the truth all the time, and that was Stephen. So I'm going to give him a quick call. And he can get his butt down here and I can find out what really happened. Oh, wow.
That's
Thank you.
pulled pork sliders.
Thank you. It smells amazing. That's good. Stephen.
Chef Ramsay, how are you doing? I'm good.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Sit down.
Thank you.
What a shock.
I know, right?
Unbelievable. What happened?
Everything kind of went back to the way that it was. The menu slowly reverted back to the old menu.
No.
All right, so what did you think of the main?
Pretty piss poor, to be honest. I'm going to stop there. Thank you, Stephen. Usually when I leave an establishment, after putting all that effort, time, money into it, the owners leave excited.
Yeah.
Not Dave. What did he say after I left?
I guess you left a bad taste in his mouth, but nobody likes being told that they're wrong.
I got invited in. Dave asked me to come here to turn this place around. He's not going to take the advice, then...
That's
yeah,
what I told
so
him.
be
I was
it.
like, I was like, remember, this was your idea. You can't be mad or you can't be angry when it was your idea to ask for help. The only time that I saw him after he left was when he had the staff meeting telling us that the restaurant was sold.
Did you know how far behind it was in terms of rent?
My last paycheck from them bounced.
Unbelievable.
I mean, David even sold your lobster tank.
He sold the lobster tank?
Yeah.
I promise you, you'll never find another machine anywhere like this in New York. So you need to eat a bit more. You're looking a bit skinny.
I'm sorry.
Get your ass in here and get some pulled pork. Would you like to try one?
Sure.
Please, help yourself. Isn't that delicious?
That is really good.
You dating?
No.
No?
Still single. People don't want relationships in the city, I've realized.
Oh, really?
They just want to have sex. I'm cool with that. Just don't lead me on.
So you like the pulled pork?
Yes, I do. Are you uncomfortable, Gordon?
No. Good to see you, bud.
It was nice seeing you too, Gordon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you.
And I'm so sorry it didn't work out.
You know, we tried.
We tried hard.
Yeah.
Because here we are now. 6 months later, this place is doing phenomenally well.
Well, thank you so much.
Good to see you, bud. Well done. Thank you, Steve. And put some weight on. These guys could have really made it here because this place is a great location for a perfect seafood restaurant. But when you mix incompetence and arrogance, it's a recipe for one thing and one thing only. Chapter 7.
Tonight, on Kitchen Nightmares, Chef Ramsay heads to Boca Raton, Florida, and finds a chef owner who is much better at fighting
When people talk about my food, yeah, that pisses me off.
than cooking.
He's lucky I didn't hit him with something. I was that close.
From the minute Chef Ramsay steps foot in Anna Vincenzo's,
You know, a lot of people said you were a jerk. I think I believe it.
Cece battles Gordon every step of the way.
I'm not too sure which is worse, the food or the attitude.
This hot-headed chef seems incapable of taking any criticism.
He's British. He doesn't know anything about pizza.
But Gordon's not the only one who suffers her wrath.
Can I get some servers back here?
Cece rules her restaurant with an iron fist, and nobody dares stand up to her.
Here's your
Not her staff,
Cece always seems to point a finger in the other direction.
and not her husband.
Can you get out of my way?
Well, life for Cece is about to take a dramatic turn as Chef Ramsay tries everything to get through to her.
I'm not here to get cross-examined by you. Let's get that right.
She may have asked for his help to save her restaurant,
Hey, he's supposed to be here to help me. He's not supposed to be telling me that nothing's good.
but her unwillingness to change
You're off the wall with what you're saying.
or even listen
I just don't even want to hear it right now.
may push Chef Ramsay over the edge
None of you have seen me go crazy yet.
and right out the door.
What a sad case.
Boca Raton, Florida, a wealthy community filled with stately homes, luxurious golf courses, and miles of picturesque beaches. It's this good life that attracted Cece and her family to move here from New York 10 years ago. Her father, a former pizzeria owner, helped Cece open Anna Vincenzo's in 2001.
My father gave me over $300,000 to open up Anna Vincenzo's. My father's been in the restaurant business since before I was born, and I've always been around the kitchen since I was a baby. Okay, Pumpkin, bye. I love you.
Now Cece is raising her own family, along with her husband, and facing the challenging demands of being owner and head chef of Anna Vincenzo's.
Welcome to Anna Vincenzo's. How are you tonight? 2 veal picadas, please. I'm a self-taught cook. Veal marsala, 4 formaggio. I don't think there's any rules in cooking. My menu, I cook what I like. Chicken marsala, padrino, snapper, Anna. I am passionate about what I do. Can you tell Michael to pick up his calamari wherever they go? After I opened, business was insane. It was fun to come to work. The adrenaline's going and it's fun. It's great. And you make money. Some more lasagna? No, thanks. No? About 2 years ago, it started to change. Let's see, everything that you could possibly think of went wrong is gone wrong. I don't really know why or what happened. That looks like when it's slow that I don't even want to come here. I've lost my desire to come.
I don't know how to cook snapper. Maybe it's not cooked enough. To be honest, I gotta say Cece probably the biggest reason why we're having trouble right now.
Okay, forget it. Let's go to another table.
She never really cares what's going on.
Why is it still here? Table 42.
She'll serve crap to a table. And when she gets mad, she's aggressive and angry.
Here's tell everybody to go home. I'm shutting the place down.
Yeah, Cece has to be hurting now that the business is going bad.
There's no customers left. I don't know what happened to them. Where did they go? As of right now, I'm in debt about $190,000 to my father. I stay up at night just thinking, how am I gonna give him his money? There's like nobody coming here, and 5 tables we have, and everything's up.
It's so hard to me see my daughter lose money every day because Sissy works so hard.
Love you.
It is very stressful and very difficult for Cece. Now that we have a son, the restaurant has to work for our personal lives just to even live.
I'm a failure. I'm afraid we're gonna lose our house. I always tell Michael, I'm afraid we're not gonna be able to feed the baby. Hi. Hey. I have like a weight on my shoulders that, you know, weighs 1,000 pounds. And that kills me. Oh my God. Chef Ramsay's my last hope.
Anna Vincenzo's. Wow.
Good, how are you?
Anna Vincenzo.
Anna Vincenzo's the restaurant. I'm Cece.
You're Cece. Nice to meet you.
Would you like to eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to see you. Thank you.
I would say that he should like everything. There's really nothing on there that I make that I don't like.
This is your restaurant.
Correct.
Yeah, you're the owner. And by the look of the state of the apron, the chef as well.
Yep.
And where did you learn to cook?
My father had a restaurant since before I was born.
Wow.
So I was raised pretty much in the kitchen.
There's a line cook over there with white hair that keeps on staring at me. Is he all right?
That's my father.
He works for you?
Yes. And my husband is head server.
Oh, your husband's here as well?
Yep. He helps me out because we need it.
Where is he?
You want to meet him?
I'd love to meet your husband.
I'll get him. Michael?
Yes.
Mr. Chef Ramsay wants to meet you.
Well,
There he is.
I can't believe it.
good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Looking nice and smart. You dress like this normal for work, or...?
I always like to look nice for the guests, so...
You look like you're going to do a hit after dinner.
You never know. I sweat a little extra just to look nice for the customers.
I gotta get back into the kitchen. Ashton?
Ashton, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Good to see you, too.
I guess we'll be talking to each other?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
Right, Ashton, I'll take one of everything.
One of everything?
Yeah.
One of everything.
Why not? Great way of really getting to see each and every dish, understanding the flavors, and getting a touch of that authentic Italian cuisine.
One of everything on the menu.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Anna Vincenzo menu is ginormous.
He must be insane, because we're going to be here all day. He wants one of everything.
What happened?
He said he wants one of everything.
Just say to him, let me understand, you want one thing on the whole
So Cece wants to clarify that you do want one of everything.
Right. Because I hope he hasn't eaten in a week. It's going to be harder than I thought.
Cece says you hope you haven't eaten in a week. It's a big menu. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen the menu. Have a quick look.
Yes.
What did I get myself into?
It's quite large. Yeah, like that's
One,
just
2, 3. Oh, my God. It's that big? How many dishes are on there?
a lot. Then you have the...
Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
That was a joke, by the way. I hadn't even looked at the menu.
I figured that.
There must be hundreds of dishes on there.
Now, if you haven't eaten for a while, I'll be more than happy to prepare
Let me
that.
have a look at the menu and I'll order, yes?
I was like, oh, thank God.
Okay, so I'm ready to order, thank you.
All right.
So I'd like to start off with salmon divino, thank you. And then throw in the snapper Anna.
Snapper Anna?
Yeah, the favorito del nonna. Yeah? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
You got salmon divino ready? Here's your salmon divino salad.
Wow, this looks like a version of a science lab. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Salmon is dry and overcooked. To get in that thing. Huh? What is that? Do they paste that together in the morning and stick it together?
Sliced it just now.
And is the salmon fresh or is that frozen?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Would you ask her? Because it
Yeah.
tastes frozen.
Okay, let me go ask.
Thank you.
He wants to know if your salmon's fresh or frozen.
Tell him it's fresh, but it is frozen.
She said the salmon comes in fresh and then they freeze it.
It's like eating a piece of cardboard there. That has to be Florida's worst dish ever.
He said the salmon divino.
He said what?
Tasted like cardboard.
He's supposed to be here to help me. He's not supposed to be telling me that nothing's good. Give me the snapper Anna. If he complains about this, I'm really gonna kick his ass.
Oh, my
And
God.
there's the snapper Anna for you.
The snapper Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And just out of interest, where is the snapper?
We're under all that.
Under all that. Right. This one looks like a dog's dinner.
I don't know how well this is gonna work.
Oh, my God. I just tasted mush. Is Michael nearby?
I'll get him for you.
Just taste that for me, would you? Please. That's the snapper Anna.
Soggy. Should be baked a little longer.
Ah. It's disgusting.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Would you do me a favor? We make sure that Cece tastes that, yeah? I think it's really important.
All right.
Thank you.
What he said?
For you to taste.
Taste what?
He says it's soggy.
I'm not. He touched that. I'm not gonna put my mouth on that. The snapper was soft. Well, what the hell you want it to be? hard like a rock? I mean, I don't even get that. Tell me, you know what? Cece doesn't even want to cook you the rest. Now I'm really getting pissed off. I'm not kidding.
She's going mad. Does she all shout at
That's
her?
insulting. You know what? As a chef, tell him that I said there's starving people in the world, and if I have to keep making food to go in the garbage, I don't want to make any more.
Right now or when I bring in the next
No,
day?
right now. Him. Why should I make him anything else?
I know where it's gonna him.
Cece said that there's starving people in the
Yeah,
world.
well, let me just stop you there 2 seconds.
Yeah.
She's got something to tell me. She should come and tell me herself.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair that you have to do her dirty
good.
work for her. So tell Cece when she's finished cooking, she can tell me everything she wants. Until then, I'm here to eat and to taste the food.
I'll tell her.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I didn't want to tell Cece the truth at all about anything he said. She's gonna probably kill me. She's gonna kill the messenger before she even kills Gordon Ramsay.
What's that?
He's saying this later, you can tell him yourself. But right now, he wants to try and eat everything.
So he is a bigger than I thought.
Him.
What?
Him.
Him?
Chef Ramsay. Surprised nobody breakfast legs yet.
Here's your pizza.
Thank you. And which one is the
That's the favorito da nonna.
piece of nonna? Lovely.
I don't care how many stars he has. He can kiss my stars. I'm so pissed off right now. That's just not nice.
Soggy in the middle and crispy on the outside. That's dreadful. What a shame. It's a bit plain. Boring. Yeah. Bland. Thank you.
Can I go over there and scream at him?
Yes. Take your knife with you.
I'm not gonna even say I'm just gonna throw it. I tried to throw it in the garbage before she saw me, because I knew she was gonna flip.
Oh, no way. What's wrong with that now?
He said it was bland.
Oh, my God.
He said it needed more flavors to it.
I was so mad at him, I wanted to rip his head off. He's British. He doesn't know anything about pizza.
Coming up,
He's lucky I didn't hit him with something.
if you thought lunch was bad,
Are we going to be able to cook, or are you going to keep busting my balls?
you haven't seen anything yet.
With me.
As things at Anna Vincenzo's go from bad to worse.
I can't do it anymore. I'm done.
Cece is on the warpath,
Can I get some service back here?
and Chef Ramsay is the enemy.
You have an attitude problem.
This stubborn chef may have wanted Gordon's help,
He's a pig-headed British jerk.
but now she wants him out the door.
Can you get out of my way?
Shut it down.
Find out what sends Gordon out the front door,
What a sad case.
and Cece out the back.
I've had it. I'm finished. I'm done.
On a combative kitchen nightmares you have to see to believe.
This is my life.
After a terrible lunch,
That's dreadful. What a shame.
Chef Ramsay is ready to give his input, but this owner doesn't appear ready to listen.
Let's start from the top, shall we?
Sure, let's start.
The salmon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hideous. The decoration with the cucumber.
Everybody loves that salad.
Who's everybody? The restaurant's empty. Okay, the snapper. Bitterly disappointed. It was macerated in crap and mozzarella and didn't even taste of snapper.
That's
Yeah, you didn't taste the snapper with the mozzarella on top?
What's wrong with
I
that?
asked Michael to make sure that you tasted it.
I'm not going to eat something off your plate.
You are a piece of work, aren't you?
Yes, I am. When people talk about my food, yeah,
Sorry.
that pisses me off.
Where's Michael?
What difference does it make what Michael is? He's got nothing to do
He
with it.
tasted it.
And what did he say?
He said it was mush.
Are you kidding me? Where is he? I don't like being criticized at all. Maybe he's talking out of his bum, as they say in England. You said the fish was mush?
No, it was tender the way everybody else enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was tender.
Michael, are you honestly trying to tell me that you're now saying that was perfectly cooked?
Soggy. Should be baked a little longer. It was a little bit on the softer side.
A little bit on the softer
Right.
side. I'm not expecting you to stand there and stick up for me, but trust me, the food was overcooked and it was bland and mush.
But there's nothing wrong with that snapper.
I think it was very foolish and very hard-headed that she wouldn't listen. I was like, oh, what are you doing?
What's with the defense mechanism?
Oh, my God.
Huh?
Don't you get defensive if somebody comments about your food like that?
I don't cook like that. When was the last time a customer complained about the food?
Well, last night.
And what did they say?
It was bland.
And were they right or were they wrong?
No, they were right. But you're off the wall with what you're saying.
Here's the difference between you and me. I listen for feedback. You can't handle it. I came here because you asked me to come and help you. And your reaction on me telling you something quite constructive in a very calm manner is a joke.
Okay, so you want me to be your puppet?
Why are you
because,
shouting?
Because you're
Why?
pissing me off.
So shut the up and talk properly. Is this the way you react when I'm not here? Is this a normal procedure? When it is, yeah?
Oh, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Oh, there you go. Madam, you have an attitude problem. I'm not too sure which is worse, the food or the attitude.
Ooh, can I hit him now? You know, a lot of people said you were a jerk. I think I believe it. Anything else?
This. No way. What a sad case.
Am I supposed to run after him and say, oh, please come and help me? You. He's lucky I didn't hit him with something. I was that close.
In spite of his rude welcoming, Gordon decides to give Cece another chance and returns to the restaurant to observe Cece and her staff in action during a dinner service.
Right. So, what do you keep in here?
Tartufos, gnocchi.
And who makes the gnocchi?
We used to make them ourselves, but we buy them now.
They look definitely frozen. And what are these little babies
Meatballs,
here?
they're a little overcooked.
And when they're that overcooked, would you serve them?
We can't just throw them away.
They smell like cat food.
Cat food?
That smells like an authentic meatball to you.
Well, I don't have cats, so I don't know what cat food smell like.
Oh,
are we gonna be able to cook, or are you gonna keep busting my balls?
I swear to God, I'm not here to get cross-examined by you. Let's get that right, yeah? There's only one person who's gonna be losing out on this, and it's certainly not me, okay? But don't with me.
You really want to prove to that pig-headed British jerk that I can do it.
Nice.
Hi, welcome to Anne Vincent's. We're gonna go right this way.
We're gonna sit right over here, guys. Who wants to go first?
You chicken parm?
Chicken parm?
You want veal piccata? Very good, thank you.
You ready?
Yes, please.
Rigatoni vodka with chicken, a rigatoni angelino, a fettuccine alfredo, veal piccata, veal chop. Table 11. Can somebody pick up this food? Can I get some service back here?
Cece always seems to point the finger in the other direction. She's been always blaming the server. She never once thought maybe there was something wrong with herself.
Get that out of the window, please.
Ouch. Cece pushes the first orders out quickly, but her customers
Okay, we have the grilled chicken.
are unhappy with what they receive.
The veal has no flavor at all.
I'm sorry about that. And I'll be back to get those plates, okay?
What happened there?
They said there's just like one giant chunk
Yeah.
of it there.
That's what happens when you use frozen food and dip it in flour that was not even shaken off before it goes in the fryer. Do you tell Cece that now, or?
I'm afraid to because she's so busy.
She needs to know, trust me.
Cece, the customers are saying that they're too chunky, like they're just like one giant piece.
The calamari was in a big clump.
I saw that.
You expect people to pay money for that and eat that? Come on.
Why don't I just work by myself and fire all these people? You think I can handle it by myself?
I'm trying to help when you get so defensive. Continue serving then.
Okay, Cece? No, wait. They just say it's no flavor, but they're willing to let you try to put some flavor in it, like garlic.
No, I just don't want to put nothing in it. It's like they just spitting in your face saying, oh, what is it? Isn't that good?
Cece, I need this reduced down a little more and add
Michael, you know what? I'm ready to tell everybody just to leave.
It's coming back for a reason, right?
Don't even. I just don't even want to hear it right now.
Well, you can't just start acting like a precious princess.
Yeah, I look like a princess, right?
Sorry, I thought this was your restaurant.
I think Princess Diana didn't hang out in the kitchen. She's from your neck of the woods, isn't she?
Wow. Exasperated by the number of returned dishes,
I can't keep doing it.
an immature Cece is ready to throw in the towel.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done?
Everything's coming back. What are you standing here keep cooking for nothing? It's a disaster. I've had it. I'm finished. I'm done.
Just 90 minutes into a disastrous dinner service, Cece is not only frustrated,
I'm done.
She is embarrassed and has reached her breaking point.
gonna be all right, or you're gonna pass out?
I can't get my breath.
You want oxygen? Huh?
I reached the breaking point in the middle of everything. I just totally wanted to go home.
Even though Cece has calmed down and returned to the kitchen,
Can you tell the rest of the people we're not serving any more food?
she has no interest in continuing to cook.
Shut the restaurant then.
We gotta get
What's
the
the
rest
point
of
of having a chef that doesn't want to cook for them? Shut it down.
Well, I'll get back there. I'll get back there. It's too important. It's too important.
As Michael and the line cooks try to push the last orders out, back in the dining room, many customers are fed up and leave without ever receiving any food.
Have 2 minutes with you. Thank you. You all right? No, come on. I can't start to even attempt to help unless you come to terms with the problem, and that is the food.
It's good when I cook.
Come on. This is not a game for me.
It's not a game for me. This is my life. It's not a joke for me. Don't stop saying that. It's not a joke. It's not a joke for me. I care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. So stop saying I don't care. Just stop, please.
I haven't said that.
Yes, you did.
What I'm trying to tell you is that you have to come to terms internally that there's a huge problem, and that is with the food.
Nobody wants to hear that anything that they do sucks. I don't like to fail. Death would be better than failing.
It's certainly not the sign of weakness to admit your failings. I've closed 3 restaurants, but I also have a number of successful ones. 1,650
I know who
members.
you are.
That's...
And
Yeah, a jerk, you told me earlier.
Well, you can't be a jerk.
Stop acting like a pensionate teenager. I'm not going to stand there and be a doormat for you to take the piss out of me. Let's get one thing right. You asked me here, and I'm here to help. So let me in.
Okay, the food sucks. There, you happy?
There's a problem with the way the food is prepared. There's a problem with the way the food is ordered. There's a problem with the way the food's not respected. I'm sorry, Cece, but it's just not good enough. New day tomorrow, okay?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go home and get some rest. Right. We start the rebuild.
I'm sorry I called your name.
Let's go. Up. Let's get in there. Let them clear down, and I want you out of here, okay?
Where am I going?
Yeah, home.
He says he wants to help me, and I believe him. This place means everything to me. And I don't want to just give up.
Chef Ramsay now believes that Cece is finally prepared to listen, so he comes in early the next morning to put the first part of his plan into action.
Now, all of you together. No problem. Cook me the whole menu.
That will be like 180.
181.
All right, we're gonna give it a try then.
The cooks only have 3 hours to prepare the 181 dishes before Cece and the rest of the staff arrive.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Today's a new day. Yes? New start, new attitude. I've got a little surprise for you. A small surprise. Let's go.
Oh, my God. Like, holy there's food everywhere.
One of every dish.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I'm shocked at all the food over here. Like, I knew the menu was big, but seeing it all in front of me now is amazing. Like, I'm just like, really?
The menu's far too big.
Yes.
Yes? That has a huge impact on a number of things. Slow production coming out of the kitchen, high food costs, and more importantly, inconsistency. The bottom line is you're producing quantity over quality. So we've seen the menu. Visually, I've got another way of getting this menu across. I want to show you how big your menu really is.
Oh, my God.
Debbie, Ashton, I need your help. Yes? 2 seconds, come around. I'm going to start off with each and every dish. You're the frozen lady? Yes? Ashton, you are the fresh lady. Let's go. Calamari fritti. Yeah, tender squid, lightly floured and fried. Fresh or frozen?
Frozen.
Sticker here. On we go. Mongoli, fresh or frozen?
Frozen.
Can't hear you.
Frozen!
Thank you. Fresh grilled salmon, fresh or frozen?
Frozen.
Frozen, frozen, frozen. Frozen, please. Frozen, let's go. Frozen. I've been in the freezer. Frozen on there. Frozen, definitely frozen.
Keep up, girls.
Struggling to keep up?
Trying.
Trying.
I didn't even think I was gonna even put a fresh sticker on that. I'm going, okay, I'm gonna stand here, I guess, the whole day just doing nothing.
Caesar salad, fresh or frozen?
Fresh.
Thank for that. Fresh salmon grilled to perfection on top with a citrus mango salsa.
That's fresh.
Okay, let's go.
It's a rude awakening to see how much stuff on the menu was actually frozen.
Just over 80% frozen and 20% fresh. We're going to start off by reducing the menu. Cece, I'm going to be working with you in the kitchen and coming up with a plan for the Anna Vincenzo family-style meal. Soup, salad, pizza, homemade lasagna. I'm going to do that with you personally, okay?
Sure.
For the next dinner service, Chef Ramsay is determined to introduce a special that is not only fresh and delicious, but positions this restaurant as the ideal place to get value and quality for a family.
Okay, simple lasagna, the meat lasagna. Fried beef, a little touch of the sauce. Okay, it's going to be 1/3 sauce, 1/3 meat. A touch of a ricotta sauce on top.
I personally like this family-style idea because this is definitely something that we should do because that's going to help the kitchen. It's going to totally help us get the food out faster.
Lasagna's in. Okay, we've got the soup. Have a little taste. In terms of flavor, it's extraordinary, yeah?
Yesterday, I really hated Chef Ramsay and I wanted to kill him. Today, I really believe he wants to help me.
Coming up.
Guys, do not send out.
Chef Ramsay raises the bar at Anna Vincenzo's.
That's establishing a standard.
But is Cece up for the challenge?
Whatever. Just send it out.
Or will she go back to her old familiar ways?
You know what? I don't give a
It's a relaunch like no other.
If something's ready, don't wait.
There's a showdown, and this time Cece may have gone too far.
I'm going to flip my lid. And none of you have seen me go crazy yet.
Chef Ramsay believes Cece is now willing to take his advice and move forward. So he and his team work together to pull off a huge surprise for Cece and her staff.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'd like to welcome you all to the new Anna Vincenzo's. Take your blindfolds off, please. Welcome to the new Anna Vincenzo's.
Oh my God. Bright and beautiful.
Look at the space created. Gone are those dark, sedated colours. We've got lightness. It's contemporary and it's timeless.
Doesn't it bring so much light in here with the windows?
I can't even describe the difference. And I think this change is gonna change everything.
It's classic, contemporary. You can sit on every table and view across the room. Webstron Stored have donated $10,000 worth of plates, knife and forks, tableware, chairs.
God bless you.
And Cece, you, my darling, are going to be the star of your new restaurant. Have a little look at that. Kiss the cook. How cool is that? Make it yours. Yeah? The color?
It felt awesome to see Cece that happy. Like, she was blown away. She gave him a hug. Before she wanted to rip his head off, and she just gave him a hug. It was cool to see.
You happy? Angelo, you happy?
See my daughter happy, so I'm happy.
Good. And what do you think?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm never gonna forget it for the rest of my life. What did Chef Ron do for my daughter?
Oh God, it's so different.
It looks like a different place. I can't get over it.
I'm ecstatic. I'm just a little nervous about the new menu. After this, I don't know what else he's got in store.
The menu has gone down by half.
Why it looks better.
Why? So as you can keep the cost down and the freshness up. Yeah? You have to think forward. Your kitchen needs help.
I know.
Yeah? So I've arranged for a top restaurant consultant, okay, which I'm taking care of for the first month to help you get through this difficult time, okay? His name is Daniel Surfer. Daniel.
Hi, Chef.
Yeah? How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. Now, here's our owner, Cece. Yes?
Nice to meet you.
He's been handpicked by myself. Years of experience. Some of the best restaurants across Florida. Now, this man's going to be by your side for the next month. Yeah? Look after him. Listen to him.
I won't yell at him.
Yes. You have a phenomenal chance here to turn this around. Today is the start. Ready? Good.
I couldn't even believe that he got a chef consultant for us. I feel more hope now. I know that this is gonna make a total difference.
You like the menu? You like the decor?
Yes.
Good. What's missing?
Customers.
Customers. So now we have to use our initiative and spread the word. I started putting together, with my team, the most amazing marketing plan. So today, 5 Florida radio stations will be outside that front door in your parking lot. Why? We are having the Anna Vincenzo's pizza making contest.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, that's not all. We have 3 teams competing in this contest. Team 1, representatives of the Miami Dolphins. Yes. Team 2,
no
representatives of the Miami Heat.
Oh my God.
Team 3, representatives of the Florida Panthers.
This is great.
The most important objective of this contest is by tonight, the whole of South Florida, yeah, would have heard of Anna Vincenzo's. Yes? Excited? Good? Oh no. Why are you unhappy now? What's the matter? You gonna call me a jerk again? No? Because you haven't today so far. It's a jerk-free day? Wow! Oh yeah!
It's a special day for us. The whole family at Anna Vincenzo's, not just me.
After a drastic makeover
God, it's so different.
and a dramatic menu change,
The Anna Vincenzo family meal.
Gordon has created a huge marketing event to spread the word, featuring South Florida's top pro sports teams.
The Miami Dolphins, the Miami Heat, the Florida Panthers.
They will be competing in the first annual Anna Vincenzo's pizza making contest.
The turnout today is amazing. There's camera crews, there's news crews, there's radio stations. I'm like, I don't even know where to turn.
Each team has the most amazing ingredients in front of you guys to make their own pizza. You have 3 minutes to make that stunning pizza. Take your stations. On your mark. Get set. Go. Let's go. Roll and twist.
Slip your baby's butt. Easy, easy. Just let it flow in your hands. Try to keep it in a circle.
Try to get around. How do you get around? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Masterpiece.
Give us a little inspiration behind the thought and the process.
We want to make it even. We wanted to make it a success, just like the Panthers. Panther pride.
I don't even eat meat, but I put meat on the pizza. Just because I didn't know what else to do, so.
One ingredient on there that you think is going to blow the mind of the judges?
Put a lot of love in it.
A lot of love? Okay. Excellent. Right.
They all did a really good job. Even though it looks really easy, it's not that easy to make pizza.
We're going to find out who the winner is. The Florida Panthers.
Cheesy.
Miami Heat.
Oh, that one's good.
Here we go.
It's gonna be tough.
The Miami Dolphins.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Good.
The winner of the first ever Anna Vincenzo pizza making contest is it going to be Panthers, Heat, or Dolphins? Which one is it? Come on.
I'm gonna have to say that.
The Miami Dolphins.
I'm coming that way. Pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza. Chef Ramsay's marketing event did definitely get the word out about the new Anna Vincenzo's restaurant opening. The whole Boca knows that we're doing a relaunch.
It's like a dream. It's an amazing experience that I would never expect in my life. It's a new beginning. We're gonna be awesome!
After the extraordinary marketing event, consultant chef Dan Surfa works with Cece to prepare the new menu.
Put these in the oven.
Then Chef Ramsay introduces the dishes to the staff.
We cut the menu in half, increase the freshness and the quality. First impressions, how does it look?
Smaller.
Smaller, yes. Okay, let's start from the top. Baby fried mozzarella balls with marinara sauce. Shrimp scampi, yes. Calamari fritte, not clunked, glooped together. The sea mussels, yes, with white wine and tomato sauce. Baked clams. They're not frozen, they're baked.
It's so beautiful.
Wow. Parmesan breaded pork chop. The pizzas, they're a bit of a hallmark here, so we just tarted them up a little bit. Spaghetti meatballs, fresh. If you're not happy with it, you don't send it. End of story. The line stops with you. Have a taste of the food.
Let's dig in. The eggplant tastes good. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. I'm very excited about the menu. The family meals, I could do stuff like we make at home and serve that family style.
The Anna Vincenzo family-style menu. Push it, okay? Let's go, yeah? Let's get set up in the kitchen.
Hi, welcome to Anna Vincenzo's tonight. How are you? Just a party of two?
You want to do the family special? Yeah. Nice and easy. Okay, you're gonna love it.
Very nervous. Everything's at stake right now. We need to get this relaunch, like, going.
Tonight's about standards, yeah? Quality over quantity, yes? Anna Vincenzo's family meal, yeah? Gotta work tonight, let's go. Give it all you got, yeah?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Please.
I feel really, really nervous. Tonight's a really big night. It means so much to us, and I just don't want to mess it up.
Let them know the difference between what you're waiting for and what's ordering in.
Can you start me 2 veal picadas and the single lasagna?
But don't like call it again.
Okay, good.
Right, Cece, these first 3 or 4 tables gotta get out quickly, yes?
Okay.
Gordon's overhaul of the menu has been dramatic, with an infusion of quality and freshness.
More salad in there, please.
His family-style meal and smaller menu have made the load on the kitchen much more manageable.
Come on, guys, get it together. Timing.
And as a result, Cece pushes the first orders out quickly.
Okay, very hot plate there.
This is nice.
It's amazing to see how much fun everyone's having right now with this family-style meal. The atmosphere in here is magical. All right, that's good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
I need family lasagna, table 10.
After that, there's no more.
Okay.
It's only half an hour into service, and we've nearly sold out of the Anna Vincenzo family-style meal. So, as a result, the kitchen's running a lot smoother, but the night is still young.
Those lasagnas are a little too cooked, I think, no?
Oh, man.
Whatever. If something's ready, don't wait. Just send it out.
Does that look good to you?
It doesn't matter. Get the out.
That little shop looks burnt from here.
Are you me?
Is it burnt?
Pork chop?
Yeah.
It's done like that. Just send it out. Just send it out.
It looks black from here.
We don't have time for mistakes. Service!
Hey, guys. Is it just plain ignorance, or are people thick round here? I'd rather go to the table and tell them we're an extra 10 minutes because we burnt it than stand there sending them. I'm going to flip my lid. And none of you have seen me go crazy yet.
You know what? I don't give a
I'd rather go to the table and tell them we burnt it than stand there sending them.
It's relaunch night, and although Cece has come a long way, it appears as though she is slipping back to her old habits.
It's guys.
And Gordon is having none of that.
I know it's hard. You do not have to send it out.
Make another one now.
Thank you.
Start this table. Eggplant parmesan, veal marsala, spaghetti bolognese. No more ups. We don't have time.
Thank you. That's what I need to hear.
We're gonna handle it. Please keep an eye on that pork chop. Don't burn it, please. I was like, you know what? New place, new rules. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're gonna start following what Gordon said. It's like starting all over again.
Come on, guys. Now there's harmony now. Yeah?
I need the pork chop before it gets burned again. Awesome!
Good work. Good work.
Perfect. Okay, pork chop.
It was a different Cece that I've ever seen working in the kitchen. Now she really cares what's going on. She's not going to serve crap to a table. She's going to make sure it's good.
That's establishing a standard, Cece. That's established, not there, but there, yes?
Yes, chef.
Look at that. That looks beautiful. It's seasoned right. Yeah, that's the way I like it.
Cece, they said that pork chop was amazing. On table 30, they loved your flounder. Everything was perfect.
Awesome.
Cece proved she had accepted Chef Ramsay's plan. She maintained a high standard in the kitchen, and she was rewarded with happy customers.
Everything good, guys? Yes. Good. You enjoyed everything? Good job. Thank you. I was just like, oh my God, this feels so good again. Seeing the restaurant full.
This is wonderful.
Thanks. You know, when you see the place empty, it hurts. And when you see it full and everybody's like, wow, this is great. It's amazing. I got all my passion back.
Good to see you guys. I hope to see you again. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Come back and see us.
Okay, what a difference from the first night I was here. This is the restaurant that Boca Raton needs and wants. You did very well tonight. And even when problems started, you didn't start throwing out mediocre food. And that was the telling point. And that pork chop that you didn't send made me happy. Mediocre doesn't sit in this town. You're above that now. Well done.
Thank you. If you would have asked me 3 days ago, I would have said, oh, good riddance. I'm sorry to see him go, actually. He did a lot. Something I'll never forget.
You've got the restaurant. You've got the menu. Yeah? You've got the family behind you. You've got everything you need, Cece, here to make this place work. Go for it. Yeah? Stay with it. Because I know you can do it.
Thank you.
Okay?
Can I hug you?
Of course you can. Come here, you. Well done. Well done. Good job. Really good job. Yes, and good luck. I really mean it, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. Okay? You can do it. Hey, good to see you. Don't be scared to take that jacket off from time to time, yeah? Loosen up a little bit.
Thank you.
Look after your daughter. Yes? Trust me, the money's coming back. I can smell the dough.
I know, it's over there, lots of dough. And I will after my daughter. That was my wish of my life.
Thank you so much.
Care. Look after her, yes? Excellent.
Bye, Chef.
God bless.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
What a week. Florida may be called the Sunshine State, but when I first arrived, it was anything but sunny. Cece and the restaurant have come a long way in just a few days. Quite frankly, I'm surprised. I only hope the sun continues to shine down on Anna Vincenzo's. Please. Forecast for tomorrow, 100% chance of tears.
See? We made friends. He's not that bad. I take it back. He's not a jerk.
After Chef Ramsay left Anna Vincenzo's, Cece continued to follow his advice.
Welcome to Anna Vincenzo's.
She kept a smaller menu and buys fresh ingredients.
New and fresh and exciting.
And for the first time in a long time, Cece is hopeful for the future.